To all, today I brought the new topic constant current regulators in the airfield. So here we are going to see about the how the constant current regulating the airfield lightings and its functions, uh, and how it's going to integrate with the systems. So which is a mail system called ALCMS. So we can see the one by one. The first slide. Okay. So what is CCR? Which abbreviated constant current regulators, which can control the airfield lighting systems to deliver the constant current throughout the circle. So series of lights which can get the same power in the runway and the taxiway. Why constant current? Usually airfield lights, it's connected in series manner, by connecting the isolating transformers. From the transformers we have pulling the cables in the throughout the duct bank, primary and secondary. It's coming to the isolating transformer. From this transformer to the lights which is placed in the runway center line and the edge lines. Similarly the taxiway center line and edge lines. So these are the lights placement. It can be connected through the duct banks series type transformers. So this is what the connectivity is happening. So the questions comes like, why constant current? Okay, so here n number of lights it's placed in the airfield. So if some lights is fail on, so it should not affect the other lights. So that reason we need to provide the constant currents throughout the circuits without any failure, and the current which we are providing, it should be the maintain the same power to enhance the lighting. Because this airfield lighting, it's basically it's linked with the runway landing and takeoff. So that much important for this. So what are the key features of the CCR? So usually it operates in the very small power. So we can say 6.6 ampere or 2.8 ampere. Then step settings, the brightness. It depends on the brightness. This is related to the airfield ground lighting systems. So it's like a weather observation system also, it's more involved. Based on that, there's a 5 steps it's available in the for the lighting to control these lights: 10 percentage, 30 percentage, 100 percentage, and additionally as per the customized based on the visibility of the runway. And major input power, it's a standard input, we can say like 3-phase or single phase, so 400 volt or 230 volt. Then output control, it regulates the current and the fixed with a fixed level across varying loads. Okay, so it's can regulate the currents, not voltage. Voltage is fixed, that is either single phase or 3-phase. Protection, it includes the short circuit, open circuit, and installation monitor features. So these are the key features we've seen here. Majorly we've seen here current, what's the eligible current, and the settings. It's related to the brightness of the lights and the inputs which are applying the major power to the lights, and output how it should be that production. Okay, so we can move on the next slide. It talks about types of the constant current regulators. There's a 3 major types. One is ferro CCR and thyristor based CCR and IGBT based CCR. So ferro CCR used for the magnetic components like core, then windings, and the induction principle majorly there. And thyristor based CCR, it's a modern and a digital control efficient and fast responses. IGBT based CCR also high efficiency, maintain harmonics and used advanced system. So here we are integrate the system with the IGBT. This is insulated gate bipolar transistor, and the second type it says thyristor based. This overall this thyristor and the transistor, this both going to control voltage and current. Okay, then ferro CCR, we can see the comparison between the ferro CCR, thyristor based CCR and IGBT based CCR. Ferro CCR is nothing but it's major components, we can say core, coil and capacitors as I said earlier. Similarly, thyristor based electronics CCR, it can the output current regulate the output current using the power semiconductors, especially thyristor it's a SCR, silicon controlled rectifiers. So this is what majorly they are using here. So again the next section we are seeing about the IGBT based CCR. Uh, this also controlling the output current throughout the semiconductors. In basically this thyristor and the IGBT, the transistor, both devices coming under the semiconductors. Now we are going to see about additionally some comparisons about the thyristor based CCR and IGBT based CCR. Thyristor CCR is reliability and the cost effectiveness, and it can be used the standard runway. Then usually it comes like silicon control rectifiers, but IGBT it's not like that. Its performance efficiency is more, and as I told earlier, this one it's going to use for the integration purpose with the ALCMS systems. And category 1 and 3 airports. In general, airports it's categorized like category 1, 2, 3. So in this case, category 3 in the sense it's maintaining the full facility to avoid the visibility changes and all. So this category it's coming under the utilization of the airfield lightings and the automatic weather observation systems and the runway visual range. Those customized one in the airport, these all coming for the visibility purpose. So while landing, these are the subsystems going to help to the landing safely here, and the approach to the runway, all those concepts behind of that. So basically categories or the airports is categories based on the visibility of the airfield. Then applications of CCR in the airfield. So runway edge lights, then taxiway center lights, approach lights and poppy lights. Here the poppy lights it's coming under the precision approach path indicator system. These lights usually come for the approach lights. So while the aircraft to the landed system while the landing, they need to approach 3-degree angle towards the airfield. For that, this they're majorly they're using for the 4 poppy lights to identify the approach clearly without hit the runway. Okay, so approach can be happen 3-degree angle to the airfield. So this is the precision. This is what we say like precision approach path indicator. Again, now we see about importance of the integration with the ALCM system. ALCM is nothing but airfield lighting control monitoring system. This is like interface system where we can monitor air control from the ATC tower. Okay, in that what are the importance? Remote switching and dimming. So this is a very important remote switching and the dimming. So from the air traffic controllers, they could able to control the lights in the airfield. So this is the reason it's coming under the ALCM system. Then fault and status monitoring. Next slide. Integration with ALCMS. Okay, an airfield lighting control monitoring system is the centralized system used for the air traffic control system or technical rooms to the control, monitor and automate airfield lighting circuits as I said earlier. So the major function of the ALCMS is to control or monitor from the ATC tower itself. Then integration with the ALCMS. So here the components, we can say about components to components. CCR role in integration provides stable power to the lighting circuits. ALCMS sends commands to the and receive the status from the CCR. Okay. Interface typically via Modbus, Ethernet, or the RJ485. So this Modbus is nothing but it's a protocol. It's where they are interfacing system like Airfield system, like you can say CCR into ALCMS. Okay, CCR function to, so in this case I could able to explain further. We can say field devices, controllers, and the monitoring. So here what comes in the field devices, we can say lighting system. It's part of the airfield where all the lights is controlled. Field devices, then it's controller in between the CCR. This is the one. It's a feeding the power and controlling the lights, everything. Okay, majorly ALCM system, it's a monitoring as well as a control both side. So there's a three stages: field devices, controller, and monitoring and storage. All those stuffs happening, right? Again, the interface, it's nothing but it's a protocol system. It's coming under the interface the both system like CCR and ALCMS. So that we are using the Modbus here. The next slide is integration steps with the ALCMS. Okay, here we can see step by step integration. Step 1, it talks about the control signals ALCMS send commands. Example, on off brightness steps and circuit selections to the CCR. Okay, this is the constant current regulator is nothing but it's a series of lights is connected to the CCR. If you see the primary substation, there is a lot of CCR it's available. Each CCR it's connected multiple series of lights. So if you see the CCR, there's a two ends only, one end and another, one end go out and another end coming in. So one CCR can be controlled like for example we can say 100 lights, another CCR 100 lights. So these CCRs are controlled by the LCMS. This is the system's function here. Okay, in step 1 what we seen here, control signals LCMS send commands. Okay, so LCMS send the commands, what it commanding to the CCR, on off brightness setups, circuit selection to the CCR. That's it. Then step number 2, monitoring CCR send real-time data back. Okay, here circuit current voltage, what are the things to be monitored? Voltage and current, and the lamp status, ground fault, then CCR status, running error, those steps. There's a 4 function can be monitored in the step 2. Step 3, communication protocol, most like system as we discussed earlier, Modbus and Ethernet SNMP. The SNMP, it's a less common usage here. And step 4, redundancy and alarm. Integration systems, open circuit, earth fault, over temperature, power supply failure. These are the things to be coming under the step 4. Step 5, what it talks about, SCADA or user interface. Okay, so the graphical user interface we can call it, and it talks about the manual or automatic control and the scheduler for the lighting scenarios, alerts and logging, and it trends, mapping, storage, everything happens. So in this ALCM system, the server can be store all the info, the functions, the failure status, or CCR on off, lights on off, CCR running conditions, and the circuit selections of the CCR. This all, it's all status, it's logged already in the server. So this is a management step. So the 5th step we can say management, and other steps previous slides we talks about the controlling and the field. So today we seen about the how CCR and ALCM is integrated and how it's functioning, how the airfield lights is controlled by the ALCM systems. Okay, thanks for the watching. You can see the next video in next time. Thank you so much.